Yo, living the dream here. What's going on, folks? Hope you're doing well out there today. Happy Labor Day. Enjoying the day in the yard with the nice temperatures and a nice breeze. But, yeah, I figured I'd come on here, and I'm far from a Tesla expert. I own a 2022 Model Y long range, hardware 3. And, I figured I'd just give you some, I guess some tips about it on the first 3.5 months I've had it. I got it with about 24,000 miles on it from Carvana. It was a little nerve-wracking, but, you know, I did get it from Carvana, and I haven't had no problems with it yet. I put about 7,000 miles on it already. What, 25? Almost 5,500. There we go. Just got it with 24. It's about 30 now, so could have say 5,000 or 6,000 miles, and she's been good. All I did was change the cabin filter when I got her. It says they did all that, but you know, I just did it anyway. Cabin filter. I'm gonna go under the hood and change the heifers, the hood, call it the hood, the frunk. Change the heifers on them. There's 2 HEPA filters. It's actually 4 pieces, but it's 2 sides. And I'll probably change those before the winter. And I'm also gonna try to clean out the radiator. Looks pretty clean right now. I'll probably wait till the spring after all the leaves fall. But then again, let's get into the charging. Getting off topic here. Let's get into the charging. If you're getting one of these and you're doing a good fair amount of mileage a day, I would definitely go with a level 2 home charger. I don't want to have to go out from Dominican Republic, by the way. So I definitely go with a level 2 home charger for charging. When I first got it, I commute from New Jersey to New York every day, and I do 120 miles round trip. And stupid me, which, you know, I do call myself stupid because it is stupid, I did not have the home charger put in yet, which I should have had. The only reason I didn't have it put in first because I was still debating whether or not I'm getting rid of my minivan for this. And then all of a sudden I said, oh, frig it. I'm just pulling the trigger. I traded the van right into them. They picked it up and dropped this off same day. Right to the front of the house. So I did that. And yeah, about a month and a half later, because my electrician didn't have no open slots, I had the home charger put in. And what a friggin' difference, man. Just every day. Fucking went out. Every day going from New York to New Jersey, New Jersey to New York. I was supercharging once a day on the way home. And it took about 25 to 30 minutes. And you know, I do Tesla's recommendation up to 80%. If I went to 100% every day, yeah, I probably would not have to supercharge it every day, maybe every other. But, you know, I like going by the recommendations. And who the hell knows what the other guy did with it before I had it? He could have fucking raced on a NASCAR track for all I know. But I just go by what it says, 80%. And I was doing that. It was taking 30 minutes of my time coming home every day. So my hour commute turned into an hour and 30 minutes. That 30 minutes I could have been at home cooking on the grill, getting food ready. Instead I was 30 minutes behind when I got home. I work overnights. So, you know, I like to come home, cook my food for the kids and everyone at night. Have everything cooked so they come home from school or wife comes back from work. Food's cooked already. That's all I like to do. 30 minutes makes a big difference. Believe it or not. And then to put the icing on the cake if you get stuck in traffic. You know, it's just a real hassle. So the supercharging, if you're going 10, 20 miles a day, you could probably get away with it comfortably. You wouldn't have to let it go down to 20% and charge up all the way. You wouldn't be there for 30 minutes. You go like every other day, you plug in, charge for 5 minutes or something. And that's it, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And even at home, the 110 volt, 110 plug, that little regular house plug, no, you need 240. You need 240. if you're doing the mileage I do, like I said, 120 miles round trip a day. Yeah, that little 3-prong plug, if you're going to the grocery store or something, or close to home, 5 to 10 miles a day, then it works. But if you've got a long commute, you want to axe the supercharging and axe that 110 volt charger and get the level 2 put in. It cost me $400 for the, what was it, $450 for the Tesla home charger itself, and then my electrician charged me $1,200. He ran a line from outside through the basement to the box. I'm assuming why it costs a little bit more, because I see people that got it for a couple of $100 cheaper, but all their stuff was in the garage, so it was right there. The breaker was there, and the charger would go right next to the breaker box. And he put a load limiter in there. I think it's called a load limiter or something. Just in case too much stuff's on in the house, it'll drop the amperage. It will drop the amps on the charging, so it charged at 48 amps. But if my AC's on, what the fuck was that over there? If my AC's on, and the dryer and the dishwasher, the amperage would go down, and instead of blowing or overheating the box or whatever the hell it is. So it's whatever, a load manager. So that was put in, blah 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 blah, and from about 30 to 80%, it takes about 3 hours and 30 minutes to charge. You can't beat that. Because when I get home, I'm not going back out 3 hours and 30 minutes. I set it to charge at 6 o'clock at night while everything's pretty much shut down in the house. Everyone's getting ready to shut down for the night. The lights are off. The dishwasher's probably off already, because I did a dishwasher in the morning, laundry, all that stuff. Everything gets done in the morning when I get home. So you could set the timer on the app, not the timer, the schedule. You could schedule when you want it to charge and all that good stuff. But yeah, there's nothing better than coming home, being able to plug your car in and not have to worry about stopping for gas on the way to work or on the way home from work. Hence, that's the supercharger. I think since I got the home charger, I think I stopped at the supercharger once when I was in a bind in New York, because I had to do some more running in New York. I could have easily charged up to 90% or something. I could have charged up to 90, 95, or a full 100 that day, but you know, I'm in such a way of doing things. I just charge at 80 every day. It's a beautiful thing. So if you're thinking about getting a Tesla, make sure you get the level 2 home charger if you're doing a lot of miles. And then again, you know, I know people can't get one put in because they live in an apartment complex, something like that. That's a different story. Then you got to use a supercharger. So, you know, there's different scenarios. Everybody has a different scenario in life, and you know, that's what I mean. That's my scenario is I need a home charger. And you know, the electric bill went up $100 a month. That's it, $100 a month, and $100 a month. I went blank for a second. $100 a month it went up. Compared to I was spending about $110 a week in gas. So you can't beat that. Then you're getting rid of, when you're doing 120 miles a day, you're getting a friggin' oil change once a month, every other month, maybe once a month. It depends. So that's $100 right there, save every month. Full synthetic oil changes most places over $100. At least here in the Northeast, New Jersey. So that's another thing. I'll get into it in another video. Maintenance on the vehicle, and I started with that a little bit in the beginning with the cabin air filters. But we'll get into that in another video. That's my, let me bring it over to you. Let me show you how you plug it in. Well, there we go. I go to show you how to plug it in, and guess what? I can't flip the camera around unless I start a new clip, so it's pretty much, I'll do it in a shorts video. But I hope you guys all have a great day. Just take a peek at the video if you want. I should have said that in the beginning. And thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. Hope you all live in a dream. Ciao.